Dudes, back again. Shout out to my folk. We're back with, we were just talking. We haven't done a song from this album in like 2.5 years.
I remember the last tapes we did had a tape made out of like...
It was like a
concrete or coke or something. Yeah. It was all chipped off and stuff.
But yeah, there was another one or two where I put this album cover behind us.
Yeah, I kind of remember.
Volume, yeah, there was a volume 2, right? Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if we...
Is this one?
Yeah.
Oh,
there's no volume, like...
Let's hear it. I bet we'll figure it out.
No lost tapes.
We've heard this one yet.
My Way.
Another producer that
Don't stop.
Yeah, he works a lot. He works a lot with like DJ Premier.
Who did it?
So we have to let us know. Actually, this might tell us. Alchemist. Nice, I like that. You can go right and gives you all the details.
Alan Mayman, composer and
2002.
lyricist.
Came out almost 21 years ago. This one.
Nasir Jones is the lyricist, composer.
Yeah, we've done some Alchemist
and then
stuff.
Alan Mayman is another dude that contributed.
Music, mixing engineer, recording engineer, Kevin Krause. Nice.
Columbia.
And you don't quit. You don't stop. You don't stop. And you don't quit. And you don't stop. For the will, buried in his feet, I suit and heavy chain. I wanna be iced up, nigga, bury me the same. I live for street glory and I die for ghetto fame. Respect all, fear none, my pride is everything. Initials in swimming pool floors. Women lose drawers, the true balls. Never lose walls, got cheddar to floors. Guns under my bed, mask and a flashlight. Living my life like every day's my last night. Alcoholic on toilets, I shit blood. Foreign cars, models and stars, life of a rich thug. Mommy told me from weed I would switch drugs to cocaine and hit clubs and deep dish dubs. How would she know unless she hit the clubs? Got a Mac on, back in the 60s with an afro and a platforms. Bopping to the Supremes, smoking joints. That's cool, but I'ma live how I want. I did it my way.
That's wild. Like, he's such like a great storyteller. Because, you know, he's telling it from like these people's perspectives and shit. Yeah. Maybe it's his, but most of the time it's other people.
Right.
You know, it's like stories that he either experienced in the hood or heard growing up.
Like maybe that experience would be better
as an established artist.
Portrayed in a different light.
I always appreciate like how clear his vocal approach is, and like he's got like such a relaxed. Even when he's aggressive, there's like such a relaxed tone to
still
his
right there. You don't have to work.
You know what I mean?
You don't have to work to hear and comprehend what he's
true.
saying. You know, it's
smooth delivery.
It's still right there in your face.
It's like the clean version of like what Ice Cube does, kind of. Like the way his voice, Nas's voice delivery is.
He's not mad about it.
No.
He's
Nas is, or Cube is like fucking.
Yeah.
He's letting you know. But yeah, it's a different like form of like punchy vocal because it is kind of has its like own, crispness to it or something. I don't know.
Right? Yeah, it really does.
Yeah, shit's great.
Crumbs and roaches and rats, I did it my way. Converting from hustling to rap, I did it my way. From breakdance and backspins on the cardboard, I did it my way. To bulletproof Bentleys, gats in the car, I did it my way. Never gave a fuck what nobody said, I did it my way. They hoped that I failed and wished I was dead, I did it my way. If I fuck up, it falls on me, I did it my way. I locked up and struck rich, now we all can eat. Gateways, marble floors, chandeliers, jacuzzis, Gucci soap, throwing cash in the air. Though I still feel broke, with millions in the bank and deals on the table, I focus to stay afloat. And just to think, someone die to get what I got. They think it's a lot, the blink of an eye, you could get shot. Niggas is wolves coming if you ruthless or not. But I'll be on point, put you in places where bodies rot. Never knew murder till I see my man get popped. No blood soaking, laying there, eyes still open. I got a little closer, put my hand on his palm. He was looking right through me, yo, staring beyond. I wonder what he saw, the limos, movies, and tours. Did he die in vain and represent for the cause? Now I put his name on everything I'm involved, and that's the game. Y'all can't relate, fuck y'all. I did it my way. From the crumbs, roaches, and rags, I did it my way. Converting from hustling to rap, I did it my way. I call it how I see it, niggas. I did it my way. If you don't like it, so be it, niggas. I did it my way. I make my own rules, do my own plan. I did it my way. Do what they want, suckers do what they can. I did it my way. Take the sacrifices, kid. I did it my way. You're only getting one life to live. Yo, hoes in my focus, slow me. Roll with the brokest homies. Cold and we hopeless, lonely. Scolding my foes who phony. From blocks with coke will feed you. And cops is over evil. They know some people who tell on fellows who sold some diesel. Heron and blow it ruins minds. Knew a crew in time. 89 they took work to Caroline and blew big time. In just 2 years they crew disappeared. Snitches and bitches smeared the paint on they pictures. Years back I reminisce and remember sitting on wood benches, gave me splinters. Just a baby nigga thankful when them killers came through. Guns out moving. I think the ones who said, shorty go home, we about to be shooting. I did it my way. From crumbs and roaches and rags, I did it my way. Converting from hustling to rap, I did it my way. From breakdancing backspins on the cardboard, I did it my way. To bulletproof Bentleys, gats in the car, I did it my way. Never gave a fuck what nobody said, I did it my way. They hoped that I failed and wished I was dead, I did it my way. If I fuck up, it falls on me, I did it my way. I'm locked up and struck rich, now we all can eat.
The hood tale, man.
Right?
That's what it is. I mean, these artists, these hip hop artists, they feel, you know, that's their form of like, especially Nas and like dudes that really, like he, you know, I watched a documentary on him. It's on YouTube actually. Time is Illmatic is the name of it. Came out like 9 years ago. His mom was like a really good influence on him, and like really raised him and his brother the best that she could and shit. Got, you know, rest in peace to Nas's mom. But no, like the circumstance that they grew up under, you know, living in the projects.
Right. But like, you know, like
Still
in the
a lot of
beginning of the
positive
song,
energy
he,
around.
you know, he was rapping about, you know, living in the rats and the roaches and, you know, not having anything, and then, you know, he won a lot of money, you know, like, you know, he earned a lot of money rapping, and, you know, they had money, they could do whatever they wanted, but like, did they stay in the ghetto?
Right, that's...
Or did they move to like
he was actually
a mansion? And
that's
like,
what it sounded like he talked to,
and, like,
man. Didn't he mention like marble or something like that? He mentioned something related to a fancy house.
But I mean, you know, like it's cool to like move out of that, but like, you know, maybe but like it would only make sense to like invest some into.
Right. I know a lot of
because all across this country, there's like cities or, you know, towns that are just boarded up and nobody lives in.
I've heard like I think it was, I want to say it was Jizza or somebody from Wu-Tang, but I know there's other dudes too. Like they were buying up like their local properties, you know, even where they grew up and stuff. They'd go back and invest in the community, and like in Staten Island and Brooklyn and these other places where a lot of these, you know, I guess Queens, New York has like the most rappers ever came out of there, like the history of hip hop. But yeah, a lot of the local guys that, you know, maybe they live in a better place now, uptown or something, but you know, a lot of those true artists, guys, gals in hip hop, like they'll go back and buy some of those properties, invest in the community, and make the, you know, a lot of it too for those people is like, you know, invest in black business and stuff, have more black businesses.
There was somebody that was like saying that to like Eminem. Eminem was like talking shit about like how Donald Trump did his presidency and all that and everything, and then they were like, yeah, but I mean, you've done the same thing that all these rich people are doing, where you got rich, you moved away, and like the town that you grew up in
Just put
is
everyone on.
pretty much condemned. Like,
yeah, Detroit. Yeah, I was,
in the surrounding suburbs of Detroit, like a lot
There's
of them
people
are
that-
abandoned, boarded up, and they're like
Yeah.
beautiful brick homes with like huge ass lots of, you know, for whatever you want
Yeah.
to do, but nobody lives in them.
yeah. There's some people that are really wanting to, you know, the locals there change that shit. Yeah, because it's crazy how Detroit went.
So I mean, you can
Downhill the
rap
last
about the
35
struggle all
years.
you want. If you're a successful artist,
Go back and invest in the community.
I mean,
It's not going to hurt your pocket. You know,
yeah,
you're always making
it's like, oh, but
money.
you know, you talk and rap about it, and you get all these people that are living it to buy your shit, and then you get rich, you know, from, you know. But now,
I mean,
are you gonna rap about things that are cool and then like give that money to rebuilding
right?
where you came from? But would there be artists springing forth from a poverty-stricken
Right.
neighborhood,
I mean,
reborn
that's it too,
into
like,
a good, well
how
place
much
to be?
we talked about this before, like how much struggle really molds somebody into what they become, especially hip hop
Yeah.
artists. You know,
And like, is there an
Forms them.
artist do you know of
if they didn't
that
have that struggle,
came from
they're not gonna
good
be
and is rapping in a way
as wise,
that
maybe. But yeah, right. I think just having a more positive environment for people, like, you know, rebuilding cities like Detroit and stuff like that. Like,
in the suburbs, like you gotta get
people
the
would have more
surrounding
positive
areas,
energy
and, like,
around them.
then you could put like all these homeless
And
people
there would
into
still
these
be
homes, and like
Great artists.
you could take a neighborhood, put homeless people in it,
Yeah,
put businesses there that maybe competent people can
and just
run, but
you
then
know,
employ those people, get them working, get
Right,
them
yeah, get
hustling
those
and
people some
bustling
help.
in a societal
people that want to
way
change. Yeah,
instead of a
really guide them along
sociopathic
and
way.
stuff.
Like,
right. Get them some guidance. Get them on a path of at least cleaning up their life. You know, like,
but no, we can't. We gotta
it's
fight
fucking wild.
wars and give weapons,
Give money
and
to all these. You know, no
40
disrespect.
billions and millions, trillions of dollars. Like,
We're just like, you know, even if this video gets blocked for us talking, which it's happened before,
like
like stuff's been blocked because we've mentioned certain things, but we all, you know, the people that are like the open-minded people, no matter what level in life they're at or success, like they know what's up.
I mean,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
like all that's going on, you know, you can be like, yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, continue the conversation. We're ranting. We've been doing it all day. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys continue the conversation. We love it. We love hearing from everybody.
If you want to
Different
elaborate
perspectives.
on the conversation, like, you know, maybe start a Rumble channel, and we can talk about the, you know, unmentionables. You can mention those on Rumble.
I mean, when we're live streaming on YouTube, we're usually right, yeah, because it's more free on Rumble and shit. But the live stream on YouTube that we usually do is, you know, very cool.
Oh,
Communicate with
yeah.
those people and yeah, get a lot of information. So we're out.
yeah.
Fill us in, give us details on stuff. Even this
We're out
project,
before we get kicked out.
like even the lost tapes, man. Like, let us know. Like this, you know, we'll have to go. I'll have to check
I mean,
the playlist on our
it's a
channel.
travesty, like I was saying the first time we listened to the Lost Tapes, it's a travesty that these are called Lost Tapes, and like, how did
It's
these
just,
these raps, like, are so profound, and not that any of his other stuff wasn't, but I think
It's just
these are
hidden
more of
gems,
what
man.
he wanted to do, in my opinion, and like
Maybe the label he
the
was
other
signed
the
to.
label, these are more label
Right.
albums that he put out under these labels,
After
and
the
now he's
fact.
going back and like redoing all these,
Well, this shit came out in 02.
this, you know,
So this
really
is volume, right?
good songs and ideas.
These songs were from the 90s, I bet. A lot of them, they came out in the
Yeah,
early 2000s.
maybe even late 80s.
He's got
like,
volume
when he was
1.
young.
Volume 1, Volume 2. Maybe there's a Volume 3. But I know we've done songs for Volume 2 or 3. So,
So it's kind of like, you know, he
We're gonna have to
built
get to some more.
himself to a state
it's
to
been a
where
lot
he
for these
could
projects.
put out what he wants.
Right,
instead
he
of-
already fulfilled his album. If he was
Yeah.
signed to a record deal, then he fulfilled his album obligation. However many he had to deliver, probably. Especially back in the 90s. That shit's like
right? And then
Unless
you
you're like
just
a
write for
mega
yourself
pop star
after that.
nowadays,
Yeah, you get
that shit
your
doesn't
chops up
exist. You know,
Yeah,
even the back end of like a lot of people's money, unless you're out touring making that revenue and selling T-shirts, and you're not, you know, you end up being signed to some label nowadays. Like you're not, if you're doing those things, you're okay.
but I mean, if you're not signed to a label, you're not getting, the cool gigs. If you're touring,
they do have some kind of
if
promotional
you're a tour thing,
tools
and like
that they use and stuff.
and like
marketing.
a lot of venues, like
Right.
oh, you didn't go through this marketing
They have
company or this management group, so you can't.
Yeah, they
be
have those.
here.
They have those like paths of like getting you into places. They know how to work those. That's like the only reason maybe a band would
Start a
sign
festival.
would sign a
Just a music festival, like
Right.
hip hop stage over here, metal stage over here, country stage over there. Like
that'd be dope.
it would be.
Let us know. Would it be?
Would it be?
We out, man. I guess I said that already.
20 minutes ago.
Peace. I guess later.
Later.